Hello and welcome back to Arsenic Candy Gaming. And welcome back to the Caves of Cud. We're back. So, it's been some time since we played Caves of Cud and I had the urge. So here we are. What we've done is we have run through Joppa and done all the usual stuff of gathering our quests. We handed in our artifacts that we found. So we're on to archives searching for copper wire. But before that, let's have a look at who we've got going on today. So we've jumped back to a previous build that we'd done, one that was inspired by the wonderful Big Simple when he interviewed Narf and discussed a cool build, which is the Narf build as we've named it. So the Narf build is a Chimera mutation, so physical mutations only, with an emphasis on adrenal control, which increases our body's adrenaline flow for 20 rounds. While it's flowing, we gain plus 10 quickness, and all other physical mutations gain plus 1 rank. With that, we've got double muscled, which gives us plus 2 strength and a 17% chance to daze our opponents on successful melee attack. We have leveled that up. So when we handed everything in, we got a level up, and we've leveled double muscle up once. We have horns, which are horns on our head. That gives us a plus 20% chance on melee attack to gore our opponents. One of the best things about the horns is that they are a natural short-bladed weapon, so they have unlimited capacity for penetration. It literally ranks up with our strength, which is fantastic. They're a short blade, so any short blade skills are attached to them. If we gore our opponents with our horns, we can make them bleed. We cannot, however, wear helmets, but we do have increased reputation with antelope and goat folk, which is probably going to come in handy. We have night vision, because why not? I do love to see in the dark. Thick fur. We needed to spend some points. We have a thick coat of fur, which protects us from the elements. It gives us plus 5 heat and cold resistance and reputation of plus 100 with apes, baboons, bears, and grazing hedonists. A great start, especially with regarding the baboons around the Rustwells area. Triple jointed. So the other side of double muscled increases our strength. Triple jointed increases our agility by plus 2 at this rank. And it gives us a 10% chance that sprint and skill powers with agility prerequisites don't go on cooldown. So things like let's have a look. Bloodletter, for instance, our short blade skill. There's a chance that when we use that, it won't have a cooldown, so we can use it straight away again. Same with jab, hobble, any skills that require agility to use. It's marvelous. It's marvelous. So we've run around Joppa. We've gathered all of our quests. We've done water rituals with everybody. We've traded in some goods. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. We're going to head over to the Rustwells straight away and see if we can pick up some copper wire. And as always, we're going to traverse the overworld here and sacrifice all the fishy folk that we come across, because they're free XP, really. And I like dead fish. I don't like to eat them. I like to punch them in the face. And they're going down quite easily today. The fish of Joppa and the outlying salt marshes. What did we get here? A desert crease? I'll take that, thanks. A snapjaw corpse. A wet snapjaw corpse. Let's open this chest. Painted leather armor, which we're going to have a look at. In 6AR, Reshef the above, Ghost in Cerulean, the coiled lamb of Baetals, died of natural causes. He was 216 years old, plus 55 reputation, with the cult of the coiled lamb. Marvellous. Let us venture forth. There was a snapjaw here. I think he seems to have had his face smashed in. A crimson hood. A close-fitting hood woven of crimson fabric. I assume that we can't equip that because we have horns. We're going to do our best not to pick up too much junk at the moment. We are relatively strong, but not so strong that we would want to waste all of our time picking up stuff that we don't need. Ash-stained robes. Dark, soot-stained robes. And a worn burnous, which we can equip upon our back. And so we shall. We take the clothes from a corpse. Some salt, salt-encrusted leather armor. It's just a bunch of stuff. Just deposited on the floor. A weird artifact. Let's have a look at that before we go any further. They look like some bounding boots, maybe. Some magnetized boots. -5 move speed, but +4 on saves versus move, knockdown, knockback, restraint, and drag. We'll take the move speed for now. Mind you, they do provide an armor, don't they? +1. Not the best of armor, but certainly not the worst by any means. Hello. How are you, fish friend? Dead. Okay, no problem. Now, let's have a quick jump back to our mutations, because I have realized that I forgot to mention. In order to take all of these mutations that we took a defect so that we can have some extra points, and we have taken irritable genome. Now, what irritable genome does is every time we level up and gain a mutation point, so every time we've spent that mutation point, the next time we level up and gain a mutation point, the game will automatically assign it to one of our mutations for us. So as long as we've only got mutations that we're happy to have, great. It will keep leveling them up for us. However, it also does come with the downside that when we decide to save up 4 mutation points and buy a new mutation, rather than having 3 to choose from, we only have 1. So it's not going to be top of our list of things to do, buying a new mutation, because it could be anything, even something that we desperately don't want. So we'll avoid it as much as we can. We are relatively strong and agile already. We have a minor increase to our toughness, base level intelligence, and some reduced ego and willpower. I would like to increase my willpower purely so that we've got some defense against espers in the future. But who are we kidding? We may not make it far enough for that to be a problem. Hi everyone. How you doing, fish guys? Come. Oh, I shot a crocodile by mistake. Hopefully he could well be dead before we get there, which is fantastic. He is very dead. And we are very alive. Hopefully we turn the music down there a little bit, because that was getting a bit much. Music was too loud, couldn't hear any of the game sounds. Don't need that. Who's fighting over here? Nobody interesting, apparently. Oh. We'll just go. We'll just go into the salty water. What is happening over here? There seems to be some sort of pipeline installed. Unctuous salt-encrusted tubes. You make some progress understanding the glass hydraulic pipe. 4 grams of algal gel sealed. Okay. Part of a hydraulic transmission system. Carrying hydraulic power between locations. Let's clean off all of our gear. I do hate to be a dirty. Did we clean off all of our gear then? I feel like we should have done. Glass was blown into a machine artery. Okie dokie. I am still swimming. Never mind. Strange furniture. We're going to examine these just to... yeah, we'll risk damaging it. A peptic chair. Is this also peptic? A wet peptic chair. I think we should probably explore this area. There's stuff here, so there's potential for there to be something interesting here. Alas, there is not. Who are you? You seem interesting. He has nothing to trade. Just a random hydraulic plant. Just, oh, our irritable genome just acted up. Our base rank in adrenal control increases to 2. We're now level 3. We've discovered the village of Shikesh. Must be who is trying to transport fluids. We'll do an auto explore and then we'll take a moment to go through our level up and choose how we distribute our skill points. Painted tangled mud root. Braids of fibrous plant veins mesh compacted mud and weep a brackish blood. The villagers of Shikesh laid offerings at the feet of Maladzel, legendary salamander, in exchange for knowledge about escaping persecution for loving the fin. Persecuted for loving the fin? What has the world come to? What is this? An empty ewer. Shrine to Japata, the logic broker. In early 6273, Japata assassinated the Sultan of Kud over an ordinance prohibiting the practice of worshipping the stars. He won and took the crown. He was a mere 38 years old. I love those monster pinboards. What is this? Just a wet hammock. Shikesh, not the most interesting of places, it would seem. What is this? Is this a xylophone here? Rectangular bells? Ah, it's tubular bells. We are fleeing from the dread route. Just get away from them then, mate. Probably a good idea. Let's go to the clay oven and see what they have in this village to eat for free. Stripped water mussels. It gives us a 10% chance we don't thirst for the next 12 hours. Marble statue of Malatzel, the legendary salamander we've looked at. Krura, the legendary glowfish. Let's go and say hello to you. Do you have any work that needs doing? Talk to Mayfua the Great, to the west. Thank you. I have more to ask. Let's trade. You have nothing to trade? Then I will leave you be. We looked at that. Warden Domenia Ricasis. Let's go to Mayfua the Great. See what he has in store for us. Hi there. Traveller, welcome to the village of Shikesh. We are a people who cherish Malatzel, the legendary salamander, and denounce blasphemy toward Japata. Per our custom, you may drink of our fresh water and quench your thirst. The roaming glassblower knows the profanity of blasphemy towards Japata. Do you have any work that needs doing? Looks around suspiciously. Friend, I have a secret plan I'm putting into place. I need someone to go to the Maram Ranch and close the Brinestalk gate of the Japatarian aristocracy there. No, I cannot tell you why. Will you do it? I will pay you for your labour. Speak to no one about this. Yeah, I'll go and close the gate. No problem. We're going to have a little look at you and see if anyone likes you. Hated by apes for poisoning their fresh water. You have nothing to trade. I'm not sure that I want apes not on my side. So let's go talk to your warden and see what he has in store for us. And we will make decisions from there. Where's this warden hidden? He's the beetle over here. Hello. You have a hookah, and that is it. Excellent. Very worthwhile. You're the worst warden I've ever met. Never mind. Never mind. Right then, let's have a look at our level up. What have we got going on? So it automatically gave us adrenal control. So that would have given us increased quickness and other physical mutations gain +1 rank when we activate it. Adrenal control is an active skill. Attribute points, that's what we want to spend. I would like to look at disassembling because I don't want to end up carrying too much junk around with me. Though I would also like to invest in short blade skills, as we have short blades in each hand and our horns have a chance to do a lot of damage based upon our strength. So it might be worth... What does jab? When you wield a short blade in your offhand, you make offhand attacks twice as often. This bonus applies to organic hands. As we're using our horns as our main weapon, both of our hands have got short blades in, so we can make offhand attacks quite frequently with jab, I think. And it's not an active attack, it's a constantly active thing, which means that we're just increasing the damage output we can do. So we'd be dumb not to take it straight away. Attribute points. Here's the tough one. Do we increase some of our willpower now, or do we just start increasing our strength to... We should increase our strength. We can maximize the damage we can output with our blades very early. And from there, we have a village that we need to visit, don't we? The Merrim Ranch. Though we were on a quest. We were on a quest to go to the Rustwells, and we will finish our quest before we start taking on new quests. It would have been some good XP, but, you know, I am a man of my word, and I will fulfill... What are you doing? We just want to clean off our stuff. Nope. Can't do it for some reason. Apparently we don't need to. Apparently we are clean enough. Very empty field here in the outskirts of Shikesh. Oh, good. A pig. A dead pig. Marvellous. We could definitely do with taking the butchery skill so that we can acquire more ingredients regularly. We did purchase... I say purchase. We learned the harvest skill from the villagers of Joppa so that we can gather fruits and vegetables upon our journey. Should we bash through this wall, or should we just try and find a way round? Ooh. Imhotep Ewer Tract. Okay. I didn't mean to discover that, but we'll have a look at it. It is a local farm. Let's go and explore and see if there's anything useful to garner from being here. I'm gonna guess no. Let me come into your farm, sir. He's a pig farmer. I'm just gonna go around and open every gate you've got so your pigs get out. Don't mind me. Okay. Unless this graffiti is useful. Once you purchase a new mutation from 3 of the quadrants, bring your polluted something in its splendor. Ooh. I've no idea what... It's almost like it's trying to tell us something. We're going to have to go up and over to get where we want to go. That sucks. I don't like that. I want to go directly where I want to go without cocking about. Alas, the game has other ideas for me today. Some sandals wouldn't go amiss, would they? I'm not sure I like the new trade UI. I might have to switch that off. It has increased the difficulty of just being able to trade stuff with ease, which I'm not a fan of. I like my experience as streamlined as possible without too much messing about. And I've increased an element of messing about. We're going to release our adrenaline now. Our adrenaline starts to flow. So that will have increased our strength. And all of our other skills are stronger by 1 level now. And we killed him with 1 hit. We're going to spend these points straight away. I think we should increase horns. That increases our bleeding save difficulty and intensity. So we've got more chances of causing our enemies to bleed. And that sounds good to me. Let's spend our skill points, maybe. We should get cooking skills. So cooking and gathering. And then the next level up, what we want is 200 skill points. And we want to take butchery and bloodletting in turn. Please be dead. Okay, we're going to back off a little bit and take these out one by one rather than all at the same time. Studded leather armor, a hand axe, and a snapjaw corpse. An engraved painted steel mace. Useful. A corm of polished steel is blown out of a combat-pecked rod. Sometime in 32 BR, after a bout of brain mites, the Sultan of Kud died under mysterious circumstances. Because of Ithramed's travelling visage, she was chosen as the successor. Acting against a prohibition on the practice of worshipping the stars, Reshef led an army to the gates of Momenpork. There he defeated his brothers in battle and liberated its citizens, and they crowned him the Sultan of Kud. Gives us plus 55 reputation with the cult of Ithramed, plus 55 reputation with the cult of the coiled lamb. All good. I don't know that we needed to pick it up, but apparently I have. Just a corpse, just a corpse, just a corpse. But aren't they all these snapjaws as we meet them? Aren't they all just corpses that happen to be walking? I'm going to go up and around if we can. Oh, we can't. Couple of dead lizards. See, I had no intention of hurting you, Mr. Reptile. But you had to come in my face for a fight. Let me get out of the water and then I'll punch you. Our Irisol genome acts up. Our base rank in double muscled increases to 3. We are smashing through the level ups quickly. Our genome enters an excited state. One of our skills, let's turn triple jointed up to level 4. So, for those who are keeping track, triple jointed increases our agility and it gives us a plus 16% chance that sprint and skill powers with agility prerequisites don't go on cooldown. Marvellous. Increased agility is wonderful. And a dead lizard. I don't want to be swimming everywhere. Please let me out of this water. This was not... Some shale was destroyed. We need to cook up a meal. Preserve our fresh foods and whip up a meal. Dead pig. We discover Tiru Shiratep's tract. Another farm already. Do you have aught of interest in here, sir? Or madam? A wet quilted shawl, a wet hand axe, and a wet snapjaw corpse. Jesus. What did you do to me? He critically hit me for 1 damage with his weird artifact. We're going to have to run. And I'm going to take your weird artifact, whatever it is. I'm not happy about whatever it was that you hit me with. Electrified bronze longsword. Freezing bronze dagger with a small trinket. Let us examine that trinket. Just a chem cell. Now, let's remove our daggers and pop on something better. So one of our offhands, we've got a desert crease, which we can pop on. And let's pop that electrified dagger on as well. Nope, freezing dagger. And install the cell in it. Do a little bit of extra damage on those who've decided to come up and try and clip me in the face. Painted club. On the night of a full moon, a babe was found swaddled in a copse of sacred trees with miniature glaciers on its eyes. That babe came to be known as Pyramid II. Excellent. We will pop on this lacquered buckler. We're going to automatically equip it, and we're going to chip off. Going to have a quick look where we are in relation to the Rustwells. Okay, we're where we want to be. Relatively, I guess. The journey has been long and dangerous, fraught with many hidden dangers. But it has not deterred us. We are undeterred. A wool kilt, a staff, and a snapjaw corpse. Hi. Goodbye. An engraved shortbow. We're going to have a quick scan over that. The hindbone of a salt hopper was scorched clean and bent to a recurved bow. Sinew is strung upon the nooks. Whilst travelling through the godless oligarchy of Ilimir, de Japater stopped at a market in Telishur. At an obscure shop, he purchased a voltaic bracelet and named it Voltaicus Japataboon. Then he went to a nearby tavern and lost it to a local pickpocket. He cursed the tavern and left Telishur. We're going to equip that, I think. Just because it's there. Why not? Got nothing better to do. Let's unload that bow. Reload our current bow. Shoot at me across the room, you bastard. We rifled through the trash and took nothing. We're all out of excitement here. Vine wafers and nuggets. Lovely. We're not quite ready to cook with our ingredients yet, as we do not have the things that we require to make a tasty meal. The things that I specifically require to make the specific tasty meals that I like to make is what I probably should have said there. Now, one would think at this point that I'd be ready to just fast travel to the Rustwells, but one would be wrong. That is not my milieu. Oh, been impaled. Alas. Die. Shooting me, shooty boy. Oh, we can't get through here. My goodness. There was a place I wanted to explore, but we're so far away from it now. Oh, he might be ready to jump. He might be ready to go and quick travel to the Rustwells. Let's find out. No, we're doing okay so far. Some equine. Hi, boys. How are we all doing? Looking good today? Oh, piggy friend. And a salt hopper. I mean, there's lots of cool stairwells that we could definitely explore, but we probably should have been marking them up, shouldn't we? But there you go. We haven't done that. I thought I spotted a turret for a second then and became very concerned. Let's examine this artifact. Electrified small mace, which we'll take the cell out of. A lacquered vinewood sap mask. We'll equip that one. A leather whip. Some boar skin gloves, which will definitely pop on. Increasing our defense. We do well to level up our rifle skills, I think. A leather armor and engraved bronze two-handed sword. Let's have a look at that one. Whilst leading a small army in the godless oligarchy of Ilimir, Ithrimed II had his legitimacy challenged by a claimant over an ordinance mandating the practice of ice sculpting. He won and had the pretender exiled. He was 49 years old, plus 50 reputation with the woe of Alakava people. Nice. Some leather moccasins we can pop on our big old feet. Other than that, I think we're good to go at the moment. That clack sound as something makes contact with something else is wonderful. I'm a big fan of it. There are hostiles nearby. Let us meet them. In battle. We froze a tortoise. How's he doing? Oh, he's very wounded. We are bleeding the heck out of them. We'll let those two fight it out, because that will save me a bit of trouble. Black robes. An iron dagger and a snapjaw corpse. If I can take this tortoise out, we'll be in a good position. There we go. See? A very good position indeed. Another crease. I could definitely do with picking up some more arrows soon. A steel mace. Leather cap, iron mace, snapshot corpse. Where are we in relation to the Rustwells? Okay, we'll travel on over. No. My goodness, this is quite a journey today, isn't it? Quilted shawl, a bronze battle axe, and a snapjaw corpse. Sandals of the Riverwives. I will take that increased move speed. But then crocossins. Plus reputation with unshelled reptiles. Do I need a selection of foot-based finery for the purposes of persuading people not to attack me? Some leathery, scaly friends, or potential friends. Not friends yet. They could well be in the future. As long as you wear the right shoes. A torch and a snapjaw corpse. A gentling mask with filters. It protects against breathing in dangerous gases. But it does decrease the ego. We need to go up and to the right. That is where we should go. I feel like the game is desperate to keep me away from the Rustwells today. A flaming bronze longsword. I don't know why I said it like that. Let's have a look at this small trinket. A solar cell. Nice. I don't think we need the... There is no cell in that, so let's drop it. We don't need to carry around a longsword. In fact, we don't need to carry any of these swords. Let's drop them. Let's drop the painted steel mate as well. I know it gave us plus reputation with various folk. But I don't care that much about it, to be honest. A weird artifact. Let us examine this weird artifact. A nano-pneumatic jackhammer. Excellent. It looks cool. Don't know that there's really any point carrying it around with us, but we've got it for the moment. Steel warhammer and a snapjaw corpse. I don't want to let you all down. There's got to be something worth having come here for. A filthy toga. Nice. We've got to be nearly there. Our game seems to have stumbled for a moment. Beetle Moon Zenith, Cud Surface. We do need to cook up some scran quickly, just to keep us going. I wonder what that is. That clicking sound specifically is. I mean, I could look into it, but can't be bothered. So, oh, I think we might have reached the point where I can't be dealing with getting lost anymore. Let's go up and see what we've got above us. We're at the Rustwell surface. Let's grab as much wire as we can see at the moment. And take things from there. A level 6. +1 mutation point. 5 hit points. 74 skill points. I think we're probably ready to spend some points now, aren't we? No, we still don't have enough to buy what I wanted to buy. One of which was butchery. We can probably acquire it from water ritual, though, so we might leave that one. Short blade attacks that penetrate have a 75% chance to cause your opponent to bleed. I'm going to take it. The more that we make people bleed, the better off we're doing. Mutation points. I think maybe we'll take adrenal control increase again. Will we? It is just, it's more bleeding save difficulty and intensity. But I don't mind that. I mean, the more chance we've got of getting people bleeding, the quicker that they are dead. But then, oh, so this next rank, we get +2 to all of our physical mutations when we use... Yeah, so every time we use adrenal control now, everything else gains 2 levels. Can't really turn that down, can we? Let's go with it. What we're going to do is we're going to mop up the last of the copper wire that we can find here. I was going to say red wire. It's not called red wire. Who the fuck calls it red wire? Ridiculous human talky person. Well, I think that's very much our journey for the day. We've ventured from Joppa to the Rustwells. It was a long journey, but it was good to catch up. We've leveled up every single one of our mutations at least a little bit. We've made it to level 6. We've got some skill points under our belt. An increased attribute or 2. I think that's a good start, and it's a good place to leave off. I've been Arsenic Candy Gaming. You've been bloody marvellous as always. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that other wonderful stuff. It's wonderful to come back and share some Could experiences with you again. I'm looking forward to an adventure, hopefully one that's going to last us a while. You take care now. And goodbye.